Okay, so I'm stopping in the middle of my morning run, and this morning I was listening to a podcast from actually two of my friends, two people I have pretty good relationships with. Some of you guys are probably fans of Lewis Howes. Any Lewis Howes fans out there? Been friends with Lewis for quite a number of years. The boy is rocking right now, such an inspiration. Love what he's doing for the world. And Rory Vaden. And Rory is a friend that I've been in touch with really newly over the last year or so. Really amazing individual when it comes to branding and business, speaking, and looking forward to spending more time with him in the future. But anyway, I was listening to a conversation between the two of them this morning, and they said a line that got stuck in my head. And here's the line. Different is better than better. I'm going to say that one more time. Different is better than better. Now, they're using it in the context really of branding. I would extend that line to the context of business for sure. I would even go so far to make the leap beyond just branding and business, that statement is true in how we approach living our life every single day. What we do, who we're with, our relationships. Different is better than better. Now, I know where some of your guys' mind is going, right? You're going to, unique value proposition. How am I different than the competition? What sets me apart? What's my unique selling proposition? Right? We all go in that direction, but let me give you a deeper look at this. Here's how I interpret. I'm not saying different means you have to go figure out your place in the market, or what separates you strategically from your competition. I think different really comes down to not figuring out who you need to be, but different is actually just being who you are. Different means just being more of you and less of maybe who you're trying to be. Pause for a minute and let that sink in, because at the end of the day, here's what I know of every single one of you from all around the world. I see the live viewers clicking up. I love this. Continue to share for every one of you, and I know many of you. I look forward to getting to know many of you. Here's what I know for every single one of you, no matter where you're from and what you do, there is only one you. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one person in the world that has your unique combination of gifts and talents and experiences and references. There's only one. So the only way that you can guarantee that you are more different than anybody else in the world is if you commit to being more of you. Said inversely, the more you try to be somebody else, the more likely you are going to be like somebody else. And different is better than better. If that's sinking in right now, if you get it, say I got it in all caps. Say I got it in all caps. Different is better than better, and different doesn't mean trying to be somebody else. Different means learning to be more of who you really are. Well, Blake, this sounds like, self-awareness stuff, personal growth stuff, self-help stuff. What do you mean by that? No, you don't get it. Most people are living their life trying to be anybody else, somebody else outside of who they really are. And that's a fact, and that's a truth. A lot of you guys have watched my TED Talk. How many of you guys have seen my TED Talk, Shift the Script? If you've seen it, say I've seen it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, shiftthescript.com. If you have seen it or haven't seen it and you like it, share it, because I think it's a great framework to introduce this conversation. You see, I think we as people, in order to be more of who we are meant to be, there's really three phases we go through, okay? I'm going to talk about three phases quickly. Phase number one is really an awareness phase. I say we need to awaken. And the reason I say awareness is you can't start to be more of you until you realize that you're right now maybe living in a life or trying to be someone that you're not. And you guys, this isn't a guilt thing. This is true for all of us. It's how we are raised. Most people are living a life every single day because it's who they think they're supposed to be. It's what I define as the supposed to. We grow up trying to be the kid, the son, the daughter, right, that we're supposed to be for our parents. We grow up trying to be the student that we're supposed to be for our teachers. Then we graduate and try to be the employee that we're supposed to be for our boss. And we continue to live the supposed to life, where we're really living in a reflection of what we perceive others perceive of us. Ooh, think about that. We are living in a reflection of what we perceive other people perceive of us. In other words, for most people, every single day, we are trying to live up to an expectation, a supposed to, based on what we think other people think of us. If other people think we're a good guy or a good girl, then we try to be a good guy or a good girl. If other people think we're an asshole, then we end up being more of an asshole, right? We live in a reflection of our perception of other people's perception, or we try to live to an expectation or a standard of what we think other people think of us. So the first thing we have to do is to be aware or awaken that, wow, you know what? Am I really doing what I'm meant to do? Am I really being who I'm meant to be? Or am I still trying to be who others think I'm supposed to be? I'm still trying to do what others think I'm supposed to do. So it starts with an awareness and awakening first and foremost. That's why I did the TED Talk on the script, because I wanted to give people context that, hey, there is a script. This is where it came from. This is why it was created, and you were developed within it. In my opinion, all change starts with a level of awareness. You got to make sure it's there. And you guys also, I want to give people a little bit of a relief, like a deep breath, like a sigh, like a, hey, it's not just you, like it's everybody. Don't harbor the guilt. Okay? So after we awaken, then we can move on to kind of what I see a phase 2, which is the shift. The shift is after we are realizing we're maybe living in a supposed to world, we can make a shift toward what I call you're meant to. You're meant to is who you are meant to be, what you are meant to do, the impact you are meant to make. It's down to the you level, the individual level, the personal level. And you guys, this isn't just spiritual mumbo jumbo. It's like the reality. Let's be practical. You were given certain gifts and certain talents. You were also not given other gifts and other talents. Don't you think there might be a rhyme or reason to why you were given certain gifts and certain talents and not other gifts and not other talents? Don't you think there might be a reason, right, that you have certain people in your life and not other people in your life? That you're given certain opportunities in your life and not other opportunities in your life? Like, there's only two frames of belief you can have there. Either it's all completely random or it's all by design. Which one is it? So we have to start to make the shift away from this supposed to meant to. You guys, that's getting down to really that saying, you know what? Different is better than better. And different is being more of you. Realize first that maybe you're not in every instance. And second, make the shift so you can start thinking. Shift is about a mindset. It's about the mind game. It's about the belief system, or the language I use. It's about the script that we tell ourselves. We shift the script that we're telling ourselves away from supposed to toward meant to, away from doing what we're supposed to do to doing what we're meant to do, away from being who we're supposed to be to being who we're meant to be. It's a mental shift of the script that we tell ourselves. Got to awaken before you make the shift, but once you awaken, you got to make the shift. And then that leads to the last phase, where once you awaken and you make the shift, last phase I call create, right? And in my TED Talk, I say you got to be a creator. We are all created to create. I believe that. We are all creative at our core. Now, in different ways. Creative doesn't mean you're a good artist, or you can play a piano, right? Or you can sing, or you can, draw. We all are creative in our own way. We just create in different ways, but we are all created to create. Once you make the shift, you can now become a creator. And what I mean by create, you can create your path, create your career, create your relationships, create your financial independence, create your freedom, create your life. That's what I mean by create. And when you become a creator and you get to that last phase, you're awakened and you move away from supposed to, you make the shift and you choose the script that leads you to what you're meant to, and you become a creator, the world unlocks, the world opens up. The doors swing wide open. Why? Well, because that's what you were meant to do. When you're going a direction of meant to, the world will always conspire in your favor. People show up. Opportunity knocks. Challenges fade away. Problems get solved. Call it magic. Call it karma. Call it God. Call it whatever term you want. I'm just telling you, 19 years as an entrepreneur, it works. It works. Call it The Secret. Call it Think and Grow Rich. Call it Law of Attraction. There's so many names. But all I can tell you at a practical level, it works. It works. It works. Starts with an awareness. Awaken. Got to make the shift. Shift the script we tell ourselves away from supposed to toward our meant to, so that we can create. Create freely. Create the career. Create the path. Create your life. Different is better than better. So here's a shift for the week for everybody. Stop trying to be better than, and just be different than. And the great thing about being different than is you don't have to be somebody else. You just have to be more of you. How easy can this be? Go be more of you. You'll be different than everybody else, and different is better than better. Hey guys, if this was valuable to you, tell me below. If this was valuable to you, I'm going to ask two things from you right now, okay? Show me it's valuable by your action that you take. Tag one person right now in the comments below that is always them. Who's the one person that has made that shift in their life? They are the creator, and they're always them, no matter what their situation. They are them. Tag them below. Would love to get their participation and feedback on the conversation. And if you got value from this, click the share button. Request number 2, click share, so that way more people can see the message, and more people hopefully can make the shift. Awaken, shift, create, and we can get more people, guys, set up to go live the life that they're meant to live. Happy Monday, everybody. Have an amazing week. Get it. Set some goals, do some things, take some action, and do it in alignment with who you're meant to be and what you're meant to do. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm going to get back to my run. Enjoy. Tag, share. Have a great week.